How the British royal family found itself at the centre of the most talked about story in the world for the wrong reasons. Prince William finally revealed the shocking decision on Queen Camilla. In a surprising turn of events, Prince William has finally broken his silence on one of the most controversial figures in the royal family, Queen Camilla. After years of speculation and behind-the-scenes tension, William's unexpected decision has sent shockwaves through the monarchy. What does this mean for the future of the royal family, and how will the public react? Stay tuned as we uncover the details behind Prince William's shocking statement. Early years. Camilla Rosemary Shand, born on July 17, 1947, in London, England, would later become known as Queen Camilla, the wife of King Charles III. But recently, Prince William revealed a shocking decision on Camilla that might easily indicate a shift in the royal family. Before we get to that, let's talk about the life that shaped Camilla into the person we know today. Unlike many who have married into the British royal family, Camilla did not come from an aristocratic background. Camilla was born to Major Bruce Shand, a British Army officer turned wine merchant, and Rosalind Cubitt, daughter of Roland Cubitt, 3rd Baron Ashcombe. While her family was certainly well off and moved in upper-middle-class circles, they were not part of the aristocracy. This relatively modest background would later contribute to some of the public's initial skepticism about her relationship with Prince Charles and further complicate things with Prince William. Growing up, Camilla split her time between London and the countryside, developing a love for outdoor activities and animals, particularly horses. She was educated at Dumbrell School in Sussex, Queen's Gate School in South Kensington, and finished school in Switzerland and France. Unlike many of her peers who would go on to university, Camilla chose a different path, working as a secretary for a couple of firms in London's West End. Camilla's life was also closely intertwined with that of her younger sister, Annabel Elliot. Born in 1949, Annabel shared many of Camilla's interests and remained a steadfast supporter throughout her life. The sisters' bond would prove invaluable during the stormy years of public scrutiny that lay ahead. Initial love story. Camilla Shand and Prince Charles first crossed paths in 1970 at a polo match. The 23-year-old Camilla reportedly approached the prince with a bold opening line referencing the affair between Charles's great-great-grandparents. Grandfather Edward VIII and her great-grandmother Alice Keppel. This shared history and Camilla's confident attitude immediately captured Charles's attention. Their connection was instant, bonding over shared interests in outdoor pursuits, literature, and a similar sense of humor. However, the timing was not ideal for a serious relationship. Charles was about to embark on a naval career, and the royal family did not view Camilla as a suitable match for the heir to the throne, partly due to her lack of aristocratic background and her romantic history. In 1973, while Charles was away on naval duties, Camilla married Andrew Parker Bowles. This marriage was seen as appropriate within their social circle, but it deeply affected Charles. Despite this, he remained close friends with both Camilla and Andrew, even becoming godfather to their son Tom in 1974. Throughout the 1970s, Camilla maintained her friendship with Charles, while building her family life with Andrew. They had 2 children, Tom and Laura. However, both Camilla and Andrew were known to have extramarital affairs, a fact that was an open secret within their social set. As pressure mounted on Charles to find a suitable bride, he began courting Lady Diana Spencer in 1980. Camilla reportedly approved of the match, viewing Diana as someone young and malleable who wouldn't threaten her relationship with Charles. The prince and Diana married in 1981, with Camilla in attendance at the wedding. Despite Charles's marriage, his emotional connection to Camilla persisted. Their affair is believed to have rekindled in the mid-1980s, though the exact timeline is disputed. This period was challenging for Camilla as she had to balance her feelings for Charles with her own marriage and family responsibilities, all while maintaining utmost discretion. The birth of Prince William in 1982 and Prince Harry in 1984 added further complexity to the situation. Camilla was acutely aware of the potential impact their relationship could have on the young princes, and she remained in the background during their early years. As Charles and Diana's marriage visibly deteriorated in the late 1980s and early 1990s, public speculation about Camilla's role intensified. The situation came to a head in 1992 with the publication of Andrew Morton's book Diana, her true story, which openly discussed Charles's relationship with Camilla. The following year, the infamous Camillagate scandal broke with the leak of an intimate phone conversation between Charles and Camilla. This public confirmation of their relationship unleashed a torrent of negative press and public hostility towards Camilla. She became a virtual recluse, hounded by the media. The media vilified Camilla as the other woman who had come between Charles and Diana. Little did anyone know that she would one day be called Queen Camilla, albeit after a long and tumultuous journey. During this scandalous period, Camilla's interactions with the young Prince William were limited and tense. William, old enough to understand the situation, was caught between loyalty to his mother and the reality of his father's relationship with Camilla. The public admissions of adultery by both Charles and Diana in separate television interviews in 1994 and 1995 further strained the situation. Diana's famous quote about there being 3 people in this marriage cemented public perception of Camilla as the villain in the royal drama. Throughout these challenging years, Camilla maintained a dignified silence in public, fully aware that any statement or action on her part could worsen the already volatile situation. Her primary concern regarding William was to avoid causing him additional pain or discomfort, recognizing the difficult position he was in, making his later decision about her all the more shocking. As Charles and Diana's marriage officially ended in divorce in 1996, Camilla's position remained precarious. She and Charles had to manage their relationship carefully, mindful of public sentiment and, most importantly, the feelings of William and Harry. This period laid the foundation for the complex family dynamics that would continue to evolve in the years to come. The tragic death of Princess Diana on August 31, 1997, sent shockwaves around the world and profoundly impacted the British royal family. In the immediate aftermath, Camilla Parker Bowles, aware of her controversial position, retreated from public view out of respect for the grieving princes and the nation's mourning. Prince Charles focused on supporting his sons, William and Harry, through their devastating loss. In the years following Diana's death, Charles and Camilla's relationship continued, but they remained discreet. The couple understood the sensitivity of their situation, particularly concerning the young princes. William, then 15, and Harry, 12, were grappling with the loss of their mother while also coming to terms with their father's relationship with Camilla. Gradually, Charles began the delicate process of introducing Camilla to his sons in a more formal capacity. This was a challenging period for all involved, especially considering the fact that Diana's famous remark about 3 people in this marriage was fresh in the public's mind. William, in particular, was old enough to understand the complexities of the situation and had to navigate the emotional turmoil it brought. William harbored mixed feelings about the woman who had played such a role in his parents' troubled marriage. Despite the difficulties, Charles was determined to gain acceptance for his relationship with Camilla. In 1998, a year after Diana's death, he confirmed that Camilla had met William and Harry. However, these initial meetings were kept private, away from the prying eyes of the media and the public. The process of integrating Camilla into the family was slow and careful. Charles was acutely aware of his son's feelings and the potential public backlash. He arranged for informal gatherings where William and Harry could spend time with Camilla in a relaxed setting, hoping to foster a more comfortable relationship. As the new millennium approached, Charles and Camilla began to appear in public together more frequently. In 1999, they were photographed leaving the Ritz Hotel in London after a 50th birthday party for Camilla's sister. This moment, while seemingly small, became a significant step in their journey toward public acceptance. Still, many people mourning Diana were not ready to see another woman taking her spot in the royal family. The couple faced criticism and scrutiny with every public appearance, but they persevered, gradually increasing their visibility as a couple. In 2000, Queen Elizabeth II acknowledged Camilla by attending a lunch where she was present, a significant step toward her acceptance within the royal family. This gesture was seen as tacit approval of Charles and Camilla's relationship. Throughout this time, William's relationship with Camilla remained complicated. As he entered adulthood, he had to reconcile his memories and loyalty to his mother with his father's happiness. William maintained a respectful but somewhat distant relationship with Camilla, understanding her importance to his father while still processing his own feelings about the past. In 2003, Camilla officially moved into Clarence's house, Charles's London residence. This move signaled a more permanent and official status for their relationship. It also meant that William and Harry would have more regular contact with Camilla during their visits to their father. The following year, 2004, marked another significant milestone. Queen Elizabeth gave permission for Charles and Camilla to marry, paving the way for their union to be officially recognized. This decision came after years of careful consideration and consultation with various advisors, including religious leaders and government officials. The announcement of Charles and Camilla's engagement in February 2005 was met with mixed reactions. While many were happy that Charles had found happiness, others felt it was too soon after Diana's death or were unable to forgive past events. For William, then 22, and Harry, 20, it marked a pivotal moment. The wedding marked a definitive change in the royal family dynamic. In the lead-up to the event, there was much speculation about how William and Harry would respond. Both princes publicly expressed their support for their father's decision, demonstrating maturity and a desire for his happiness. William, in particular, was reported to have said that he and Harry only wanted their father to be happy. The wedding took place on April 9, 2005, at Windsor Guildhall, followed by a blessing at St. George's Chapel, Windsor Castle. The ceremony was a civil one, reflecting the complicated nature of their relationship and Camilla's divorce status. William and Harry attended the blessing, showing a united family front to the public. At the blessing ceremony, William played a significant role by reading a prayer, symbolizing his acceptance of his father's marriage. This gesture was widely interpreted as a sign of William's maturity and his efforts to embrace this new chapter in their family life. The wedding marked a new era for the royal family. Camilla received the title of Duchess of Cornwall, choosing not to use the title Princess of Wales out of respect for Diana's memory. For William, the wedding represented a formal acknowledgement of Camilla's place in his father's life and, by extension, in his own. In the days and weeks following the wedding, the newly married couple embarked on their royal duties together. William continued his studies at the University of St. Andrews, maintaining a respectful distance from the media frenzy surrounding his father's new marriage. The period from Diana's death to Charles and Camilla's wedding was one of significant transitions for the royal family, especially for William. It was a time of grief, adjustment, and ultimately, a move towards acceptance and a new family dynamic. However, this would all change when some details started to surface. But before delving into those, it is important to cover some other controversies surrounding Queen Camilla, all of which could have influenced William's ultimate decision. When Camilla married Prince Charles in 2005, the question of her future title became a matter of intense public interest and controversy. The decision to style her as the Duchess of Cornwall rather than Princess of Wales was a carefully calculated move designed to address the complex emotions still surrounding the memory of Princess Diana. The title of Princess of Wales had become synonymous with Diana, who had captured the hearts of the public during her time in the royal family. Even years after her tragic death in 1997, many people still held Diana in high regard and viewed Camilla as an interloper in the royal future. The decision to avoid using the Princess of Wales title for Camilla was thus a gesture of respect to Diana's memory and an acknowledgement of the public's lingering attachment to her. This decision was also part of a broader strategy to gradually integrate Camilla into public life and improve her standing with the British people. At the time of her marriage to Charles, Camilla was still a divisive figure, often blamed for the breakdown of Charles and Diana's marriage. By taking on the lesser-known title of Duchess of Cornwall, the royal family aimed to navigate these sensitivities carefully and foster greater acceptance of Camilla over time. The title of Duchess of Cornwall allowed Camilla to craft her own identity within the royal family without directly invoking comparisons to Diana. However, the title controversy did not end there. At the time of the wedding, it was announced that upon Charles's accession to the throne, Camilla would be known as Princess Consort rather than Queen Consort. This unusual arrangement was seen as a concession to public opinion and a way to differentiate Camilla's role from that of previous queen consorts. This decision was not without its critics. Constitutional experts argued that, regardless of her title, Camilla would legally be queen consort upon Charles's accession. The title of Princess Consort had no historical precedent in British royal history, and some viewed it as an unnecessary complication of established protocols. As years passed, Camilla became more accepted by the public, quietly winning people over with her work ethic, down-to-earth nature, and obvious support for Prince Charles. Discussions about her future title continued, with speculation that the original plan to style her as princess consort might be reconsidered. Indeed, as Queen Elizabeth II's reign entered its twilight years, the question of Camilla's future title gained renewed relevance. In a surprising move on the eve of her Platinum Jubilee in February 2022, Queen Elizabeth announced her sincere wish that Camilla would be known as Queen Consort when Charles became king. This declaration effectively settled the long-standing question and controversy surrounding Camilla's future role. The Queen's announcement was seen as a major endorsement of Camilla and a recognition of her dedication to royal duties over the years. It marked a significant shift from the position taken at the time of Camilla and Charles's wedding and reflected the changing public perception of Camilla. For Prince William, this evolution in Camilla's status and public acceptance has likely been as complicated as one might imagine. As a young man, he had to navigate the difficult terrain of supporting his father's happiness while honoring his mother's memory. The initial decision to style Camilla as Duchess of Cornwall and the later plan for her to be Princess Consort may have provided William with a degree of comfort, allowing for a gradual adjustment to Camilla's role in the family. The Queen's endorsement of Camilla as future Queen Consort, while potentially challenging for William on a personal level, also simplified the constitutional position. As second in line to the throne, William would have been aware of the potential complications that could arise from prolonged uncertainty about Camilla's title and role in the monarchy. From having a princess consort rather than a queen consort, the long-running title controversy has seen Prince William maintain a dignified public stance, focusing on his royal duties and family life. Over time, his relationship with Camilla has evolved from the initial awkwardness following his parents' divorce and his mother's death to a more comfortable and respectful dynamic as adults. But what changed? We will get to that in a moment, as there was another element that added complexity to the relationship between Queen Camilla and Prince William, Princess Kate. Prince William's relationship with Queen Camilla is reportedly shakier than many might think, largely due to ongoing tension between Camilla and his wife, Kate Middleton. This strained relationship, which dates back to Kate's marriage to William in 2011, has been marked by subtle yet significant snubs and disagreements. These tensions culminated in a highly publicized display during King Charles's coronation. Reports suggest that the feud between Kate and Camilla originated in the early days of Kate's integration into the royal family. Allegedly, Camilla was skeptical of Kate from the beginning, questioning her suitability for royal life. This skepticism, coupled with Camilla's reported jealousy over Kate's rising popularity, created the foundation for a strained relationship. Despite Kate's outwardly composed and poised public image, insiders have indicated that she is unafraid to stand her ground in matters of royal politics. One significant moment highlighting this tension occurred during King Charles's coronation on May 6. Royal biographer Tom Bower noted an incident where Kate seemingly deviated from royal protocol by choosing not to bow or curtsy to Camilla as she and Charles exited Westminster Abbey. While everyone else bowed and curtsied to the king, there was a noticeable lack of movement when Camilla passed by. Sources close to the royal family suggest this perceived snub was not spontaneous but rather a calculated response to Camilla's recent actions. One such action that reportedly angered Kate was Camilla's decision to invite Rose Hanbury, the Marchioness of Cholmondeley, to the coronation. Rose had been at the center of controversy in 2019 when rumors circulated that she had an affair with Prince William, causing significant strain in his marriage to Kate. An insider revealed that Kate viewed Camilla's decision to invite Rose as a deliberate attack, intended to hurt her where it mattered most. This move reportedly deepened the existing animosity between the two women, further complicating their already fraught relationship. The tension between Kate and Camilla has been described as a poorly veiled feud, with Camilla allegedly feeling threatened by Kate's rising influence within the royal family. A courtier was quoted as saying, "Camilla was consumed with jealousy from day one. She's relentlessly attacked Kate," suggesting that the tension has been brewing for years, even if it was not immediately apparent to the public. This ongoing feud has significantly impacted the dynamics within the royal family, particularly influencing Prince William's relationship with his stepmother, Camilla. The shocking decision, exclusion. This tension ultimately led to Prince William making a shocking decision about Queen Camilla, a move that reportedly brought King Charles to tears. Here's what happened. Back in 2005, Annabel Elliott, a renowned interior designer, was hired by King Charles as the chief designer for his estates, including the Duchy of Cornwall. Her role involved decorating and updating properties across the estate, such as luxury rental cottages in Cornwall, Wales, and the Isles of Scilly. Annabel's services were funded primarily through the Duchy of Cornwall, an extensive estate designed to generate income for the heir to the British throne. Annabel Elliott, notably, is Queen Camilla's younger sister. During her tenure, she was reportedly well compensated for her work, with payments totaling several $1,000s over the years. For example, the Duchess' annual report revealed that leading up to September 2022, she received around $25,000 for fees and commissions, as well as approximately $15,000 for furniture, furnishings, and retail stock purchases for the Duchess' properties. This arrangement continued until King Charles ascended to the throne in September 2022. At that point, Prince William assumed management of the duchy as the new Duke of Cornwall. In July 2023, The Telegraph revealed that Prince William decided not to rehire Annabel Elliott for her design services in the 2023 to 2024 year. According to sources, this decision was not a critique of Annabel's work but rather an acknowledgement that her contributions were considered complete. The duchy staff had reportedly learned sufficiently from her, making further involvement unnecessary. A new report confirmed that no further payments were due to Annabel, marking a definitive end to her professional association with the estate. This decision is particularly noteworthy due to Annabel's long-standing ties to the royal family and her close personal bond with her sister, Queen Camilla. Annabel and Camilla have maintained a strong relationship, often attending public events together. In July 2023, they made a joint appearance at Wimbledon. Annabel also played a prominent role in Camilla's coronation in May 2023, serving as a coronation attendant alongside other members of Camilla's family, including her grandsons, who served as pages of honor. William's management style. This decision reflects Prince William's distinctive management approach, which Prince William's management style appears more streamlined and less reliant on family connections, a clear contrast to his father's approach. The history and complexities of their relationship only add to William's apparent disinterest in maintaining ties with Camilla or her family. This shift may also underscore William's dedication to transparency and a more modern perspective on royal finances. He reportedly pays income tax on his duchy income, though he does not disclose specific amounts as his father once did. Regardless, Prince William's decision not to rehire Annabel Elliott signifies a notable departure from his father's established practices. It reflects his intent to bring a fresh approach to managing the Duchy of Cornwall and royal responsibilities. As we look to the future, only time will tell how William's reign will unfold and whether Camilla will play a significant role in it. What are your thoughts on William's approach? Let us know in the comments.